Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. No edit blue tender when nothing gets edited. So in this video we are going to continue that the king Deshret and three MAGI secret of the Scorching Desert. Let's go. We have to find how to go up there. That button also come up here only. There has to be some kind of button here. It's just what. Okay, so let's activate this thing. And now we are up. This is it. Now what?
Off we go! Ring cutter! Now you shall perish!
Let's take this whole thing. That.
There is no escape! Adventure time!
Calm down.
No, my sword! Shine down! Let's light it up! Nice and spicy!
Some kind of door has been opened. Turn off. Start up. And also this turn off, start up. Ah, I think I get it. We have to wait until that lights come here. And that one be the last one. So lift has been come up. And now activate floor. Now we are descending downward. What is this road?
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
This is some kind of nice thing. At the end, it's get the tree of this thing.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Let's see.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret.
They left something behind. Yeah.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people.
You can read ancient King Deshret?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell it?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletons. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the academia?
Yes, you'll understand after watching it.
Okay, so let's finally meet the king.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
Okay.
The priest's memories.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. King Deshret's death. The all but total we saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always...
Raman, give it a rest. You're starting to...
My Aramites and I...
Hey,
I should probably go.
what's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to... But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow. And I'll...
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough.
Ramon's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his...
The outcome,
We should get going too. Let's...
So now we that know the story of the Archons and the King Deshret.
Sino,
It will be the end of the Archon quest, I guess. So.
Stop yelling.
Let's leave the domain and let's see what is happening in the afterworld here. Now we have to go for the hideout. Let's go.
Adventure time!
Raman,
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can.
Don't mention it. But we should.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've...
You should have known that I would be coming for.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from...
I could do.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superior...
they...
Don't play. They extract divine...
Well, you better...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. The doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the
First, the Academia. After that, with the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine or...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Sure, if it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend.
You must have noticed by now. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for some organ. This.
Then what does Is she not a...
From the beginning, when the Academia, they found that not to mention, slowly but surely...
So... This is the path the sages have...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars...
Sure.
So I think it's going to be end there. Let's teleport and see if it's end or not.
The village keepers you found have...
Yeah. something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there? Or.
Oh, Paimon's...
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still with.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue our god.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw.
the next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
So the King Deshret and the Priest MAGI has been done. And I think what will be the next mission? Akasha pulses, the Clapla flame raises through the pre-dawn night. So this will be the next one. So guys, I think the chapter number 3, Act 5 will be the end of it.
Where did that
So
come
till
from?
then, now if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And I think now I understand. I mean, everyone has their own opinion about gods and everything else.
Ben's
Like they,
adventure team, assemble!
oh man, like everyone has their bad story and good story about their life, and by telling that truth, they feel like alive. I think I am also going to believe that is the right thing to do. So, bye bye for the time being.